On June 29th, there was a vacant house that was on fire, and then the two on the sides were on fire. There was a wheelchair ramp, and I thought maybe somebody was inside and they were trapped, so I wanted to make sure nobody was in there. I went inside, I searched the whole house. I pulled some ceiling in the hallway, and when I pulled the ceiling, there was like a crazy amount of heat just came on us. Someone in my head told me to look to my right, so I looked to my right, and and that's when the fire exploded. It was a flashover. The smoke ignited, so I ignited. Instead of turning to my right and falling outside, and I turned to my left and started going further into the house. When I let go of the wall, this is how firemen die. I'm about to be one of the firemen that cashed out. I tripped on some furniture or something like that, and when I tripped on it, I tripped over it, and my helmet fell off, and then my head started burning. And when I tripped, my back was exposed, so the flames and the heat shot up my back. I hit my knees because I figured I was about to die at that point, and all I kept remember thinking in my mind was I just kept saying, God, get me out of here. Just try one more time. So I had my tool and I just swung it and ended up hearing the window break. And with the grace of the God, He pulled me out of the house. My arms were sagging down, they were melted off. They told me to take my stuff off, but I couldn't because it was all melted to me. I pulled my pant legs up and my calves were hanging down like my arms were, and my knees were all pushed over, and my inner thighs were hanging down. And at that point, I'm just thinking in my mind, I'm like, man, I messed up. When I first got to the Rehab Institute, I was in a wheelchair. I couldn't put a t-shirt on because I couldn't lift my arms high enough. Couldn't brush my teeth. Couldn't take a shower. They worked with me every day, trying to get my range of motion back. People had awesome attitudes. You could tell they liked, taking care of people and helping people. I talk to people at the rim, and I still go to the burn unit and talk to the people that have been burned. I take, gifts up to the burn unit to the kids. Just a fire helmet, to a kid that's, even if it's 5 seconds of just, they're out of their pain and it comforts their pain for 5 seconds, then mission accomplished. Back to work, it was about a year from when I got burned. I'm getting married in June on the 25th, so big day. I think it's cool to have scars because people ask you, and then you can share your story and your testimony with people, and they're my war wounds. I don't look at them as scars. I just look at them as they tell a story. So.